Thank you so much for your interest in the Virtual Club module. My team and I, we will guide you through how you can be a virtual club coach.
So what is Virtual Club Curriculum? The VCM? VCM is designed during the COVID pandemic to empower teachers, coaches to impart character-based learnings as part of the school co-curricular program.
Let's do a demo. For this, we have Coach Joel to do the topic on decisiveness. Each topic is divided into 3 parts with specific learning objective for each part. An example, for the topic on decisiveness is: first, energize. Decision-making gets harder with more options. Second, engage. Discussion on how to make good decisions. Third, enable. Practice the pointers on meditate, eliminate, and celebrate your decision.
So let's begin with Joel doing the energizer. Where is the sweet?
We're going to play a short activity and you basically have to sign, right? And then I have a few cups here, right? I have cups here and I have sweets, right? So everyone on Alcohol Online, you have to peel your eyes wide and big and let me know which cup has the sweet, okay? So we're going to start now. Let's do a trial round. We're going to take away these 5 cups for now. We're going to use just only 2 cups. We're going to see how good are you with just only 2 cups, okay? Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Melissa. So let's go. Alright, this will show you this is the left cup, this is the right cup. So the candy is here. Okay, let's go. Okay, here you go. Okay, where is the candy?
Right.
Left.
One.
Yes, I'm sure.
What about the rest?
Left.
What do the rest think?
I think left.
This one? Okay, the answer is... That is correct!
So that was the example of the Energizer with only 2 cups. You can turn up the challenge by adding another cup, a 3rd cup, or even a 4th cup. The point of the Energizer is to allow students to understand that decision making or being decisive becomes harder when we have more cups.
Thank you, Joel. After the energizer comes the second part, engage.
So what are some words that are associated with decisiveness?
Focus. Amanda says thinking. Dennis says ability to decide or make decisions.
So some words that we can think of includes decision, conclusiveness, determination, resolve, firmness, finality, resolution, resoluteness, purposefulness. All this can be summed up in one sentence, where the definition of decisiveness means processing information with due diligence to help us make a good decision. This means putting in the effort so that decisions can be made. It may not be the best decision for now, but it's a good one nonetheless.
When was the last time that you made a good decision? Is it very recent? Is it a long time ago?
Just recently. So recently I registered for a public speaking workshop to gain more confidence.
You registered a public speaking workshop to gain more confidence. All right, I love that. Thank you so much.
I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, what is your best decision that you've ever made? Amanda says staying patient with my friend. Claire says entered a baskets competition and then have winning loads of trophies. Wow, awesome. Let's go back to the exercise early on, the activity early on. Remember the cups and the candy, right? The candy and the cups, right? How can we actually make a good decision and to know whether the good decision was good is
4 ways. First one is that we reduce the cups, right? So this will help eliminate options and help you become more decisive. So what are some examples of the cups that you can eliminate in your life? 2, we increase the sweets. If you cannot eliminate the options, then you gotta ensure that there are more sweets. It may not be the best, but at least in your decision making, you get a sweet rather than nothing at all. So what are some examples of sweets in your life? Thirdly, use transparent cups. Seek clarity. The clearer the vision, the better the decision. What are some things that blur our clarity in life? Fourth, ask the game master. Get some expert advice. Sometimes we need to be very bold, to be brave, to ask and be proactive in our approach. So what is a wrong decision? Or what's a bad decision? How do you know if the decision you've made is wrong or bad? So in this part, you can engage the students in a discussion and listen and hear their experiences. Very interesting. You remind me of a story of an old man and a white horse. Let's take a look at the story and see whether the decision made by the old man is a right decision or a wrong decision.
There once was a poor old man who owned a beautiful white horse. Whenever noblemen passed through the village, they always noticed the horse and offered handsome sums of money for the stallion. But the old man always declined their offers, saying, "This horse is my friend. How can I sell my friend?" The old man simply shook his head and said, "Will you never learn? Only say that your sons have been forced into the military and my son has not. More than that is not known."
The point is, we do not know whether a decision is good or bad. We just gotta make the decision. What is good or what is bad can be evolving.
Thanks, Joel. For higher level students, we have more options for you. This includes recommended reading.
There's a book called The Art of Thinking Clearly, written by Rolf Dobley. I recommend you take a further reading into it as it helps you to decide. But let me tell you two things to take note in decision making from the book. Firstly, it talks about decision fatigue. Now, the intensive decision making is exhaustive and it drains your willpower. It is perilous for consumers who become susceptible to advertising messages and impulse buying. Willpower is like a battery. It runs out and it needs to be recharged. So how do you do it? By taking a break, relaxing, and eating something. Willpower plummets to zero if your blood sugar falls too low. Now, IKEA knows this only too well. On the trek through its maze-like display areas and towering warehouse shelves, decision fatigue sets in. For this reason, the restaurants are located right in the middle of the stores. And the company is willing to sacrifice some of its profit margin so that you can top up your blood sugar on Swedish treats before resuming your hunt for the perfect candlesticks. Secondly, it talks about the paradox of choice, where less is more. So too many choices clearly destroy the quality of life. It talks about three things, where it says large selection leads to inner paralysis. To test this, a supermarket set up a stand where customers could sample 24 varieties of jelly. They could try as many as they like and then buy them at a discount. The next day, the owners carried out the same experience with only 6 flavors. The result? They sold 10 times more jelly on day 2. Why? With such a wide range, customers could not come to a decision, so they bought nothing. The experiment was repeated several times with several products, and the results were always the same. 2, it talks about a broader selection, which leads to a poorer decision. If you ask young people what is important in a life partner, they will reel off all the usual qualities: intelligence, good manners, warmth, ability to listen, a sense of humor, and physical attractiveness. Do you think they actually take these criteria into account when choosing someone? In the past, a young man from a village of average size could choose among maybe 20 girls of similar age with whom he went to school. He knew their families and vice versa, leading to a decision based on several well-known attributes. Nowadays, in the area of online dating, millions of potential partners are at our disposal. It has been proven that the stress caused this mind-boggling variety is so large that the male brain reduces the decision to one single criterion, which is physical attractiveness. The consequences of this selection process, you already know, perhaps even from personal experience. Thirdly, it talks about large selection which leads to discontent. How can you be so sure that you are making the right choice when there are 200 options around and confront you? The answer is you cannot. The more choices you have, the more unsure and therefore dissatisfied you are afterwards. So that's why we talk about this. There's even a simple term it calls decidophobia, the fear of making decisions. Do I have to choose something?
You have seen the energizer and the engagement. Now let's see the third part, enable.
So, before I end, let me share with you 3 decision-making pointers. To make better decisions, you need to firstly meditate on your reflection. Take time to reflect and be grateful. Keep your mind at peace because best decisions are made when your mind is clear and you can see through the cup. 2. Eliminate your options. Cut down your options as previously mentioned. Sometimes it's good to let go of the good in order to get the best. Thirdly, celebrate. Whatever you decide, celebrate that decision. You never know if a decision is good, or bad, or ugly until time has passed. The truth is we will adapt and we will make the best out of it. So celebrate it with gratitude. Because when you don't make a decision, you have already made it. Indecision is a decision.
So there you have it, the 3 parts of VCM on decisiveness.
The lesson plan, slides, and videos are given to you to guide you as a virtual coach.
So, there you have it. Have a meaningful time doing this VCM in your school and in your community.